Welcome to Lesson 6. Up to now everything has been read-only and safe. Today we cross the line into action, the one stage that can cause real harm at fleet scale. This lesson is entirely about doing that safely: approval gates, blast radius limits, staged rollout, least privilege credentials, and automatic rollback, so that AI-assisted remediation never turns into a fleet-wide incident. Here's the core architecture. The non-negotiable rule from Lesson 1 returns. Now, as a design, a human approval gate sits between the AI's recommendation and any consequential change. Approving after the action has already run isn't a gate, it's a postmortem. So the flow is: alert, then AI triage producing evidence, recommendation, and confidence, then the human approval gate, and only past that gate does the scoped action run, followed by verification and rollback if needed. Not all remediations are equal, so sort every candidate action on two axes. Risk, meaning how bad it is if you're wrong, and reversibility, meaning whether you can undo it. Low-risk reversible actions, like clearing a known safe temp cache or restarting a stuck service, can be more automated, still behind approval. High-risk or irreversible actions, like bulk credential rotation, wipe, or reimage, stay tightly gated and may never be fully autonomous. The deciding factor is reversibility. If you cannot undo it, a human owns it. Even an approved action should not hit the whole fleet at once. Use ring-based, or canary, rollout. Apply the change to a small first ring, verify it's healthy, then expand. Ring 0 might be 5 pilot devices, ring 1 5%, then 50, then 100, halting instantly the moment you see a regression. Add per action quotas as well, like never touch more than n devices per hour, so a runaway automation trips a limit instead of cascading across everything. Automated remediation must never use a standing admin account. Instead, use scoped, time-bound, just-in-time credentials, the minimum permissions, granted only for the duration of the task, and revoked right after. Notice in the example the scope is narrow, the devices are only ring 0, the lifetime is 15 minutes, and the grant is tied to the approval ticket. That way a buggy or abused automation simply cannot exceed its intended reach or outlive its task. An action isn't done when it runs, it's done when it's verified. After each step, recheck the intended healthy state. Here we requery compliance for ring 0 after pushing a config. If the compliant count doesn't equal the total, the pipeline stops, reverts the change, and flags a human. That verify then rollback loop is what turns a single bad action into a contained, self-correcting event instead of a spreading outage. Finally, the audit trail. Every automated change must be reconstructible end-to-end: the originating alert, the evidence the AI used, the recommendation and its confidence, who approved it and when, the exact scoped action taken, and the verified outcome, whether success, failure, or rollback. This chain is what makes AI-assisted action accountable, reviewable, and reversible. It's also exactly what your security and compliance teams will, quite rightly, demand to see. Let's see the whole pipeline. The agent recommends, a human gates, the action runs scope to a ring under just-in-time credentials, the pipeline verifies, rolls back on failure, and logs everything. Risk and reversibility decide what's even eligible for automation. Blast radius limits and least privilege cap the damage if anything goes wrong. And at the center of it all sits the human approval gate. Remove that, and you've removed the safety of the entire design. Let's recap. A human approval gate sits before any consequential change. You classify actions by risk and reversibility, and you tightly gate anything irreversible. You contain damage with ring rollout, quotas, and least privilege credentials, and you verify then roll back, logging the whole chain. Your task: take one recommendation from your Lesson 5 triage agent and design its full action path. Write the approval gate, classify the action, define a ring rollout and a quota, specify the scope just-in-time credential, and write the KQL verification plus the rollback trigger. Then list the 6 fields your audit trail records. Next lesson, we go proactive and predictive.